And we are back for the morning session. I say morning, though it is almost noon. I slept till 11:30, solid as rock, and I got up and went, "Is it raining? I don't normally sleep that late." And sure as hell, it's raining. For some reason, I don't know if it's a barometric pressure change, but when it rains, I have a tendency to not want to get out of bed. And it was not quite raining when I woke up. I'm editing a video from yesterday or the day before. I feel like I did pretty good last night. I think the last tournament I played, I bubbled in, but I was just short. I kind of went down and up back to where I was. No significant real bankroll loss. I think I was about to catch myself sneezing. We'll see how it goes. It is February 12th, and I'm your host, Robert Gardner of Robert Gardner Wellness. Yes, I have my logo right down over here. That's right. Let's get to it. These little 9 player tournaments are apparently where I live now. Do I want to call from behind? No, I do not. Especially this early. Add sniffles. I'll be right back. All right, made it back. Gotta get back to video edits over here. Now let's see. You guys ever go? All right, let's kick this off. I took a dive earlier, AK to halfway full on the other tournament. Take a minute. I know it's only 450, but it was a we beat some people. We actually didn't lose every fucking game. You guys ever go? Now this is interesting because I noticed this with the software the other day. It's adding a whole section of like empty space at the end, which I've now caught, but how do I get this to... There we go. And fold, fold, second. I'll get the other screen loaded here in a minute. Couldn't have just been the ace. Now we had to throw the king in there as well, just to sweeten the deal. No idea what he had, but I couldn't bet back at him easily. Uh, Fold, fold, fold. Again, we'll get it loaded. I'm working on this other software for a second, trying to figure something out. And let's see if I can get the other pull up. Yes, I can. And see if I can resize. Did make a small bet with my nines that I'm no longer very interested in. It's a horrible turn. So let's check it down. And no, he had fives. He had a worse horrible hand than I. All right, get that out of my face. Get back to it. I did not fully solve the issue, but I will use video editing software to work around it as best I can. Ah, my life, full of software. A lot of thunder. Uh-oh. We have a challenger. Does not like my bet. I will just flat over here. No real reason to do much. That's not a bad. I'll flat that. I'll just check here and see what we draw. We get a big fucking air ball. The other table, this is pretty nice. I'm gonna bet 50 here, and the other table, he didn't bet anything. I'm just gonna check it down because he has a pair of twos and he ain't letting it go. Um, so could have Jack and a nine. Could be trying to draw to another diamond. The Jack could be, problematic. I'm gonna bet again. Could have like two pair, maybe even three of a kind. Okay, he may have it. No, we chopped it. It's a whole lot of black on the board. I almost wanted to because of the 10, but I'm like, man, that king. Spades and clubs. I'm like, fold, 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 fold. Run away. Oh. Man, the weather's funky outside. It is windy. Did some contrast baths last night with Josh Terry. Felt pretty nice last night. Slept like a log. I think it made me a little tired. It was super cold. It had to be under 50 degrees in there. Did a bunch of Wim Hof breathing that he's a little more familiar with, that he was walking me through. It was interesting to nearly hyperventilate and then get in the water. I don't love this, but I think it's worth a call. It's a pretty good flop for my hand. We'll see if we can keep the pot small, unless we hit our spade. And more people involved here is actually kind of nice if there's not like a major round of betting, jamming all in. That gives me some extra draw. I'm gonna bet here. That gives me a 6, but it also gives me a flush draw. It could draw an ace at the river. did not hit. I'm just going to check this down. I don't see any reason to bet. Yeah, no reason to keep going. I was hoping that a weaker hand, they'd have something less than queens, would let that go, but such is life. Here, I'm going to bet this. I think that's worth it from late position, four-handed, five-handed, sorry. I'm going to bet here. And it sucks to take a dive like that, but give me an extra draw. I thought it was worth it. Let that go. This was a whole lot of nothing. I'm just going to check here. Got a late position caller, and I don't know if it looks like I bet my king queen with a 6, 7, 9 board, and an ace falls at the turn. That is also a check because I'm not putting anything else in. And you check and have worse cards than me. Nice. No clue, but I'll flat. Actually bet out like they connected. I don't think it's worth me continuing to go to battle over. You know, part of me wants to bet the 2 is so weak that I'm concerned about flush draws with a heart. I'm concerned about a king. Like 2/3 of the pot. I just don't think that's worth that in that situation out of position. And okay, but well, yeah, you could, but the guy could have like ace 4 of diamonds and be on a draw. So if they had the ace, they're absolutely going to want to bet this. There's no way. I can't even imagine somebody. There we go. And they're about to lose. I knew that was coming. That was glorious. Over here, I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to bet half the pot here. They could have queen 10. I don't know if they would call with that from the big blind, which I think is what they were in. That other hand was glorious. In fact, let's replay that so I can see what it looked like again. See what the other guys were holding. Sometimes it removes the card so fast I can't see what's going on. So let that go with the other table. 2-5 offsuit. I bet they called. I flop a full house. They jam. I call. Somebody else calls. Ace, queen. That's why. Queen, jack. Oh, come on. Queen, jack. Nice. That's really solid. That was really nice. I wish it was all that easy. The other table, I had a 6 and a 5, I think, that I let go. Over here, what do I want to do? No, not to that. Man, 2 callers on that board. I was like, well, I flopped a full house. I'm not gonna tell you guys this, but if they had an ace, I knew it was going in. And one of them did. Another one had a queen jack with 2 people to go. Man, he had some gall. There's some bravery. As a guy, maybe you want in battle with you. He's determined, if nothing else. No. Over here. No, why not? Nah, it's too much. Nah, just check here. Nothing really connected. Would love to draw a heart at the river. The 8 does pose some problems if they had like a pair of 9s, but they probably would have bet. That means nothing to my hand at all. Just nothing. Just going to check here. If they had a 9, they probably would have bet. Yeah. Okay. I'm not super excited, and it's not even a full bet. Ace 10 can be kind of problematic that way. I'm just going to check here to see what they do, even though I hit my ace. The 2 times the big blind with them being big stack. I'm just going to flat this, I think. I want to see another card. And King 10 would have it. Would he bet 2 times the big blind with King 10? Don't have a flush draw. So 2 times the big blind. Would he bet ace jack? I don't think it's worth me continuing to go. I just don't think I'm ahead. I don't know. Would he have bet even ace ace 2 times and then he's just like slow playing it? Because even the 10 at the river, like there was a pair of jacks on the board. He could have had a queen jack and be ahead. I'm not sure what that was. I don't like the first position limp, but let me see if I can see a cheap flop, which does not connect in any way, shape, or form. king and a jack on the board. If he folds, I will probably min bet this, see if they want to keep going. That was nice. I was worried about that. I thought I was going to have to battle off a king or a jack. That 2 times, man, I think he had something. That was a heavy bet, that last one. Did I want to raise ace 10? Here we go again with this shit. I don't think this is worth a call. I don't even have ace 10. He can start to lean on the table, but I just don't know what holdings he's going to have to be doing that. Wow. 2 and a 3. Maybe I was ahead. I just check this down. Oof. Not sure what's going on, but I'm not going to tolerate this with ace 8 suited. The other table, I let queen offsuit go. Queen 5 offsuit. Just folded. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but if it folded around to me, I would probably jam this. I don't know if I want to play this after the flop. Oof. What do you do? I mean, I was definitely ahead. He just caught a lucky card. That sucks. I don't disagree with the way I played that at all. I didn't know if I wanted to get stuck after the flop with an ace and a 10. I have to double up here very fast to be able to get anything done now. To even take a dent, I need to double up. My stack is way too small. This is going all in. It doesn't matter what they do. I've got nothing left. Yeah. Now it's time to go on a holy tear, and we can lose, but fold that. Fold 10-2 offsuit. Not super excited. Still in good shape at this table. Slightly top stack, but not by much. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if I'm ready to jam that, though they may be a little more concerned about me because I've been a little more volatile, shall they say. Now, this is a more interesting one. I think I am going to jam this. I could easily lose, but I think King 5, based on that situation, is strong enough. I'm still bottom stack. Let's see if we get some limpers in on this. Let's check that down. Not super excited about the ace. Probably would have bet that. I think this is excuse me, probably just a bluff, but I don't have anything. No, not interested. Here. Not calling. If it folds around to me, I'll put 837 all in. I think that's a solid there. And here, I'm going to jam all in. I got called at the other table, and they took it. I think they had an ace at the river. Do I get a diamond? No, I do not. That sucked. Over here, I will fold. We bubbled at the other tournament, but I felt I played well there. They just caught a lucky hand at the end. Let's see here, because I jammed in. I want to see what this looked like. That was not the hand. Fold that. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So King Jack, I jammed. They called. They had Ace 10. I hit a king, but they okay, they got a flush. That's why. That's not too bad. The other tournament, how do I feel about bubbling? It's like, I mean, I fought back well, I thought, but sometimes a guy's gonna get it. Was not sure what was going on. Maybe we don't bubble on this one. Do not love, but I feel awfully passive folding that. If I could limp in to a bigger stack. That worked out. I can't say I blame the way they played it, but I wanted to jam right there, but I feel like it's more likely to get him involved if I do that. Now, the other thing is he limped, I bet. Look, motherfucker. Okay, flat this. So what do you have? Ace Jack? Okay, fucking flat that. Okay, do you have the ace? Because if you don't, I just took your fucking stack. Nice. Very nice. Thank you very much for your donation to my cause, because I was supremely annoyed. I'm not calling that. I don't know what you had. I don't know what was going on. And I gave you every opportunity to fold. So now we're heads up. Straight draw, potential for like a jack at the turn. Not super excited, didn't connect with anything. If they bet, I'll let it go. Yeah. That hand with the guy was extremely nerve-wracking because I can't figure out what he's got to play it that way. It's one of those where my flop fell around the board instead of really connecting, so I was nervous that I was about to lose a big one. Bust out. I did not bet the king. They're worried I've got the flush. I'm gonna flat this. I don't like the board particularly. There's no flush draw anymore. They could easily have a 10, and they are betting back into me with a fairly small stack. I don't think if I even drew to the ace, would I necessarily be ahead. Sorry, Doyle. Now, this sucks because I think this is mostly just a bluff unless, they've got a real hand. I'm going to have to start playing more aggressively against them. Like, do I want to call for, basically, I bet a normal bet and they triple it with that hand. And we're heads up. It's only down to one hand. It can be very volatile, back and forth. A three or a club might give it to me. That is not the hand I wanted. I'm just going to check here. The problem is nothing connected. If they had a four, yeah, exactly. They can still take that. I did not want to bluff there. I think I'll bet here. If they come back with that 3 times shit, I'm just probably going to jam it in. They say they've got it. Mixing up the bets to see how they respond. Okay, fuck this. Let's play. Let's gamble. Hope you guys enjoyed.